So it's our chickens, because there are roosters in there too. Their first day out of the pen. They were all over here, all over this area here earlier. Now they're starting to go back in. It's about 4:30 at night, but it's their first time out. We have the cats and the dogs locked up in the house so that these guys could come check out their surroundings. And I don't have my stick with me, and I just have my phone out here. I was out here working in the garden, but thought I would show you how they're all absolutely loving this. They have 14 acres they can run on, so plenty of wild vegetation and bugs and all kinds of good stuff. So just wanted to give you a quick update. I am working over here in the garden, setting up my straw bales, getting them ready to plant. I'm going to show you what I did so far. I'm going to flip this front gate around so that the gate will be over on this side. But I moved these bales back up against the fence because there was like a 2-foot gap in between there before. So I moved them back up against the fence and surrounded them with blocks. I think I'm going to be planting in those blocks too. And then some of the blocks I'm going to take down so I can plant in the sides of the bales. Or I may just plant in these sides of the bales because this area will be also fenced in for the potatoes. So anyhow, that's what I got done now. And Sis just came out here to help me flip this gate around, or this front panel around, so the gate's on the right hand side. So we're going to get that done and call it a day. Good morning, dreamers. So today is planting day. Let's get started. So we'll start you off with some temperatures. This is bale number 1. It has dropped to 88 degrees. Bale number 2 is at 75 degrees. Bale number 3 is at 78 degrees. Bale number 4 is at 66 degrees. Bale number 5 is at, looks like 79 degrees. And bale number 6, it looks like it's at 81, almost 82 degrees. I think I'm going to hold off another day on planting in bale 1 and bale 2. Which is fine because I have plenty of plants to put in the rest of these. I'm also going to be planting in the cinder blocks. I don't know if you can see that because of the sun out here. But I put some fill dirt in the bottom. I'm going to put in a layer of newspapers on the bottom, a thick layer. And then I'm going to put potting soil on the top, in the top blocks, and that's what I'm going to be planting in. I don't want to plant in the bottom soil because that was dug up other places on the property, and I have no idea what kind of seeds are in that soil. With my luck, it's probably Scotch broom or blackberry seeds that are going to be sprouting in there, and I don't want those inside my veggie garden. So I wanted to show you guys how I'm doing this, the blocks here. So I have the main part of our newspaper. I live in a small town, so there's not much news. And what does make the news is never positive stuff. So my thought on the newspaper lately is the only thing it's good for is gardening. Anyhow, so I have that doubled over on top of the fill dirt that I had put in there. And now I'm just going to put the blocks back up on top. And the top blocks are the ones that I will be planting in. So it'll just prevent any weed seeds that are in this fill dirt will hopefully prevent them from coming up into my vegetables that I want to plant in there. So just wanted to do a quick video to show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to fill this with the organic potting mix that I got in, and then start planting in those. And I have to show you this. There's a box. There's a cat. They say cat in a hat. I say cat in a box. He just can't help himself. I brought that out because I'm going to use it as, I'm going to cut it up and use it as weed block over in the area with the potatoes over here. Don't know if you guys can see that, but I have the posts in place, so I'm going to run chicken wire around that and put cardboard down on the ground to prevent the weeds from growing up in that area over there. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but that area over there is grass and weeds and a couple of blackberries coming up, so I'm going to cut those down and then put cardboard down. Okay, dreamers, so this is what I got done. I'm done for the day, but this is what I got done so far. I have herbs planted in these outer bricks. I have sugar snap peas. I don't even know if you can see that, but those are growing along the fence in the back of the bales. This hole on both of these bales. And then I don't have anything planted in that one yet. In this one I have the bell peppers. I still have a flat of beans that I need to put in. They're probably going to go along that back row or along that back row. I haven't decided yet. Or I may just put them in cinder blocks and grow them on the other fence that we're going to put in. On this row I have my squashes, zucchini. There's a queen table squash and another squash. Can't remember what. Oh, early prolific redneck squash there. And these like wilted as soon as I put them in. So I just gave them a little bit of water hoping that they'll come back. But this is the Mexican sunflower. We're growing that just for the seeds for our chickens. And then Roma tomato and the Sweet 100 tomatoes. My sister and I aren't big tomato fans, so those are probably the only two tomatoes that'll go in here. Jalapeno pepper, broccoli, and some cabbage starts that I picked up. And then I have my little strawberries hanging out here. So still got to come back and find a place to put that flat of beans and peas, sorry. Those are peas. And then look at my potatoes just started coming up in the bag and in the tire. You probably can't see that because it's dark. But I have this chicken wire here. I need to get that around these posts. That's going to be tomorrow because it's too warm out here for me now. I'm always working around the season, the weather here. So it's either raining or it's too hot, or you know, you have to get out here at 6 in the morning to get stuff done when it's still kind of cool. So have my trusty helper here. I have my cart full of newspaper and cardboard here, and that's going to go down on the ground in this area. And then I'll get the fence up, and then I'm going to put down some white pine chips down. And that should help block weeds and make it so that I'm not slipping and sliding all over in there. And he thinks he's going to go in there and get a snack, so let me get him out of there. But just wanted to give you a quick update on the garden progress.